Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. Now a guy who played his high school ball at Miami Central, it's James Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To throw, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. This is brought in at the 21. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And it'll be Dolphin football. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield to throw it. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And able to get this one. 5 before he's brought down. They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Back to throw.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
Just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll look to throw.
Pass complete. Finds Thomas going across the middle.
And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Here's Tyler Newsome now. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Returnable here from the 38. 44-yard punt, return of 9.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
2nd and 1.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills will take over possession here up at the 44. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And it thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action up. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll set up a throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Gregory Rousseau in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. But Charles, this offense just can't seem to get off the ground.
But the quarterback, he has to keep picking himself off the ground because this pass rush, they've been on him so far in a big way. 3 sacks here in the first half. He might tell his offensive line, quit helping me up and just block the guys in front of you.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. In motion, Hill. They'll look to throw here on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now Allen. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. 38 yards. And the Bills post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here we go. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their second pick on 2 drives.
They start the drive with Cook to about the 33-yard line.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Allen. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, open man here is Gentry. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And now here is another interception.
Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Going to let one fly for Robinson.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Go.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Quick slant here to Smith. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw again. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
15 yards down to the 15 and a 1st down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
Complete. Smith has it. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5.
Back to throw again. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away and could cost them a ball game?
And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They run the counter with Cook. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo 1st.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 40 yards on the ground for him so far. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Allen. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Allen gonna throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Ready, go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's caught, Smith.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
J.K. Dobbins
Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So we're even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. On play action, Allen. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
Throwing on second and long. Allen. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack.
So, Brandon, we saw him with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And look at this starting field position. That'll be touchdown inside the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
But it's certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Long right. Red, yellow. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Dolphins. J.K. Dobbins. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. Now Allen. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. He's at the 50, the 30. It's a pick 6 and the Dolphins touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone. Right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Bills are right back in this football game. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he'll throw deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And for a while when this place opened, all the talk was about punts hitting the Giants scoreboard here in Arlington. I don't think we ever heard about a pass hitting the scoreboard, but that's probably about as close as you're going to get. That one was way up there.
Allen now looks to throw. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Man open is Robinson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Ready, play.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Ready up.
They'll look to throw here. He finds his man Johnson. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practice.
That's caught at the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So not just important the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football. football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. He gets this complete to Diggs, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in